And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with, well, Greg's here, but right over here we've got Alan filling in the Odie slot.
Big pair of clown shoes to fill.
Meridian Cycles, of course, so much you can take advantage of. We'll find out a few things of what they got going on this week. Look at here. She's back.
Together again.
Boy, I like that song. You might need to move a little closer to him as part of your hair is cut off.
I'm good.
But we're missing part of your hair. And she spent so much time. Look at that.
It ain't my fault. We got these big old chairs a walrus could sit in.
He had a choice today of which side to sit on, and he chose mine.
Do y'all remember that song during the 70s? And it started out with, and it was some thumping, and it ain't gonna bump with no big fat woman. Y'all remember that?
I ain't gonna bump no more with no big fat woman. Yeah.
All right, I'm out. And just like that.
I don't know who sang that song.
What made you think of it now?
I just heard that when Greg done that about the walrus chair. It just came back to me.
All right, move it on.
I have an acoustic version of that, actually.
You should have brought your guitar.
Gonna have your quest hour.
It's gonna be a lot of fun this morning as we get today. Halloween, did you have any trick-or-treaters?
We never have trick-or-treaters. We live on a hill, and I think people are like, ain't worth it.
We had two.
Really?
Yeah, we can't say that, and we'll show some video here in a minute of what went on at Highway 39.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
And the video I got was early. It got worse. It was like 2 miles long of traffic waiting to go in there.
That's some sweet people in there that do that every year. I mean, that's a big, tall order.
Cheap.
I know. So that's sweet of them.
That is awesome. I admit.
We commend them for doing all that. And as you know, they were saying, I forget how much it was, but candy was up this year. Major up. So.
Well, that's because supply and demand, and Greg's hungry.
That's right.
The lady that owned our house before us was very anti-Halloween, so we don't have trick-or-treaters.
They remember her, huh?
They do, man.
You run a few of them off, the rest of them get word.
Hey, you give out the good candy, they also get word. They know. I know the house when my kids were little down the street. They gave out the big candy bars.
Oh, the big ones, not the minis. Mm-hmm. You have to hit those. And of course, we got so many costumes to show today. What did you see yesterday that you went, that was good?
I really wasn't around a lot of trick-or-treaters this year. My kids are too old, and I just didn't. None of them came to my door. I don't know what you got.
I didn't say nothing. I like the redneck Batman.
Did you see the cape?
That was pretty good.
No, I didn't see it.
I don't know if they added the back of it, but the person had a cape on the back of it, a gold cape with SRR on the back of it.
Was it camouflage?
No, the cape wasn't.
Okay.
We're going to have to get a cape and put on the back of the Tahoe. Then we can holler as you run out the door to the idiot mobile. You got to get you one of those red phones, too, for the bat cave.
Oh, heavens. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. And boy.
Odie can wear his diving suit.
I called Greg last night. I said, Greg, you seen any rain? He goes, no, it ain't raining in my house.
I mean, yesterday y'all talked like we might get a sprinkle, and y'all just rained those poor little trick-or-treaters out. That was a lot of rain.
When it came, it came.
Yes, sir.
All early statistics showed that it would probably fade away like everything else. You hate to get somebody's hopes up.
Well, I mean,
keep it on the low end.
Love saying it's raining when full moon on 5th is happening.
It usually does happen down there.
And I think that's why we've been in a drought.
It could
Let me plan an event, or some children want to do something, and Scotty Ray makes it rain.
Hey, we had somebody retire.
Sure did. Miss Kathy McDonald from the Sheriff's Department. I believe like 18 years.
Whoa.
She retired.
Look at this. We got a few pictures of the event.
Think she's going to get her a new side-by-side and go to the river and relax and enjoy life. Sweet. I've known her, I guess, all my life. That's my brother-in-law's sister.
Oh,
She was a Cumberland, sweet lady. I hope she enjoys her retirement. She worked many, many years with Sheriff Solly.
Look, he showed back up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he come out of the woods
Citizen
long
Solly.
enough. Yeah,
Citizen Solly.
Yeah, he come out of the woods. You can probably see he probably still got corn coming out of his pocket. Red bugs on him from putting out baiting his deer. But yeah. Congratulations to her. I mean, it's always a special time when you retire and get to enjoy life.
Now, that's kind of cute. The shadow box there that is cute of everything.
Absolutely. Well, you mentioned that talking about doing nice things for nice people. You have taken some slack, I say, some rude comments
Slack.
about, that's the word I was looking. Thank you. She fences my sentences.
Because y'all been together so long.
So long.
Yes. Well, about uniforms and shirts and names and stuff.
Right.
And after last month's board meeting, and I want you to know I fought for you with the board.
Thank you.
And it kept coming down.
It did.
It kept coming down to attendance and attitude is the two things that, I just kept having to overcome those. But without further ado, at this time, we'd like to present with your official Scotty Ray shirt.
What does it say? This is what I'm worried about. That's okay. Y'all could have been okay. It's just that girl, Julia. Thank you. I officially get one.
You're officially a part of the team
So it
now.
only takes.
But if you notice, the name is Velcroed on, just in case this doesn't work out. He can rip it off.
I'll return it. I promise.
That's right. And I'm gonna need you to sign a few things here so we can write this off.
Man, this is a club I never thought I wanted to get
That's
into.
exactly.
It's official now. You got a shirt.
That's right. You know what their name, the Little Rascals, felt when Darla come to the clubhouse.
Yay me!
What size is that shirt?
I do need to see what size they think I am. Did y'all get advice from Angie on this?
It was one of my shirts, and we had it took up a little, but it'll be all right.
You could have made me two if then we were doing that.
Oh, have mercy. But welcome. Glad you got a shirt there.
Thank you. Right. About time. Goodness.
That's right.
Boy, if we just had that for the family photos we done for Christmas.
I know. But you don't never know if she's going to show up.
I know.
I mean, somebody
I like to be elusive.
That's right. Yeah. Somebody asked me the other day, he said, is it like offshore? She works 7 and, off 7? I said, well, I don't know.
I've been trying to get fired.
Pushing the envelope.
Yes.
Good morning. We'll have more coming up in just a moment as we get this day underway. We'll go over some of the events and things that happened yesterday. That's next here at the Scotty Ray Report.
Here at Meridian Cycles, customer service is our #1 priority. And when you buy any Polaris, Can-Am, Honda, CF Moto, or Suzuki ATV or side-by-side, we're going to give you your first oil change absolutely free because we service everything we sell here at Meridian Cycles. Come see us at 80 Highway 19 North or call us 601-485-8700. Come see us.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPal windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Battery power made by steel. Right now, save $50 on select AK System battery tool sets. Real steel. Find yours.
Welcome back as they continue arguing with each other. This is like brother and sister, isn't it?
I noticed.
Just can't help it there. Hey, we got some new members to the team of the Meridian Police Department we need to welcome there. They took photos yesterday. Brother Ben is back on the force as we look there. Ben Moore, we see him involved in the picture there. Congratulations to all of this.
Good job.
Ben's
We need
a good
'em.
old Clark County boy.
Yeah, that's where he did come from, isn't it?
Yeah, man. His dad, Don, and the whole family, good folks.
Don just tries to work for every police department.
Hey,
there he
he's
is.
a
'cause
chief
he's so
down,
good.
chief in Enterprise now.
Chief, he's a
Yeah.
deputy, and I can't remember everything
He
else
was
he does.
constable there at one time.
Yeah, he still
Hard
is.
working, though,
Still is.
good guy. I'm telling you, Don Moore, 'cause we always called him Don Ho, because he looked like Don Ho. But anyhow, he is a good guy. Good guy.
So welcome new members to the Meridian Police Department. As we all know, much needed. Probably about 40, 50 more still needed there. If y'all like to join the force, call them.
Absolutely.
They could take some applications there. Hey, I want to mention this, have an open house at Owl's that's coming up this weekend, this Sunday, from noon until 4
You know
p.m.
why?
Because it's getting near Christmas.
Because it's Christmas. At midnight last night, out with all them pumpkins and all that crap. And here comes Christmas music.
When do you put up the Christmas tree?
The Friday after Thanksgiving. The Friday
me too.
The Friday morning. But now
I believe it.
Everything in the house will be decorated except the Christmas tree.
No.
Probably by in the next week. Matter of fact,
Thanksgiving is its own holiday. I
agree.
celebrate Thanksgiving, and then after Thanksgiving's over, then we celebrate
I am
Christmas.
thankful for all my Christmas decor.
See, Angie starts immediately in November with the Christmas.
Well, she
Yeah.
has to.
Yeah. I mean, and she's still putting Christmas stuff up as we get into after Christmas.
Honestly, how many Christmas trees y'all have last year?
20-something?
Shut up.
No,
Oh,
joke.
yeah.
He
Oh,
had
yeah.
5 in here.
It's at least, I'd say,
I mean,
15 in the regular
I was
house.
walking in a winter wonderland. I mean,
All
it
right.
was just.
And in my shop, I kept saying, will you go put this up? All year, the Christmas stuff that she used up here is by my
Everybody's
shop
got their thing.
but she didn't move it. And
I have
highly-
ordered my tree to be delivered the Friday.
Oh,
after
my.
Thanksgiving. I love a real
You
tree.
don't. I have a real tree, but the fun is to go out to the tree farm and take
We
the
used to do
stalk
that with
and-
our kids, and then a few years ago, I realized I was dragging them, and nobody wanted to be there, so I just started
Have it delivered?
having it delivered.
No, we've had some knockdown drag outs, but I mean that's what makes it family. I mean, you know, I mean,
I remember the Waltons used to do that a lot. You remember them going hunt for the Christmas
oh yeah,
tree?
go up on the mountain and come back with a Christmas tree. Yeah,
It really, I can remember as a kid doing that too. It
I
is a special.
I wouldn't do that now. You get off on somebody else's land, you'll come back with your butt full of buckshot or something. I mean, you know,
People are
steal a
touchy
tree.
nowadays.
Yeah.
I tried to cut a Christmas tree one time on our family property, like
Like with a handsaw?
Not me personally, but like I tried to go pick out a tree. It looked terrible. I mean, you can't do that. That didn't work.
Something that seriously, when you're out in the wild, they look smaller.
Yeah.
Until you
Oh,
get
yeah.
home.
Yeah.
They won't
And it's
fit.
11'2", and you
And
got
they're not like
9-foot
full
ceilings.
and everything. They look kind of.
I love
Charlie
that when they
Brown.
cut the rope on that one on Christmas vacation.
Oh my gosh, the squirrel!
The squirrel.
Christmas Vacation is the best movie.
Absolutely.
I'm ready to watch it.
Hey, I do like the little fella wearing the elf suit when he dives to put the star on the tree. What's his name? An elf. Isn't it
Elf. Oh, yeah, Elf.
Yeah. He go put the star up there.
Now, you know, when you get into Elf, I almost and I don't know any other way to word this. The little midget fella, call me a midget one more time.
Yeah.
One more.
Oh,
time.
I feel like I've watched Elf like once. But
Oh no,
Oh,
my daughter
okay.
has 4 or
He's
5.
the Tyrion. He
copies.
was the same guy that was in the Lord of the Rings, or what's the name of that show? I think it was something like that.
He's awesome.
Tyrion.
can't
But oh
keep
yeah, he
up
done the
with
backflips across that table and.
One more time. But you're a cute elf. He whoops up on his head.
That was funny. That really was funny.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
no,
But you know, as you get into this, when do you officially start watching Christmas movies? Is that now?
July.
July. Number one best movie. What are y'all going to vote for?
Christmas
Story.
Vacation.
Christmas Story,
Chris,
Vacation.
where's the one where he shoots the gonna shoot your eye
Christmas
out.
Story.
Yeah, that's Christmas Story. That's a good one.
That
for
or
sure.
Christmas Vacation, it'd be a toss
See, I
up.
still got to go with Jimmy Stewart. It's a Wonderful Life. To me, that's
I mean, it's a
Too
classic,
long.
but
That movie, it makes me cry. And
that's why I like it. I cry every time I watch
Yeah, man, I can't do it.
it. Because it really shows that value of what your life is about.
Yeah.
What the world, and then if you're not here, it shows how you affect others. And it was a bomb at the theaters. It didn't do anything.
Well, it's 3
I like
hours
the classic
long for one thing,
Scrooge
but
too.
Scrooge.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, it's like the
that.
old- the
I don't
old
like
one.
watching. It makes me cry because the way he treats that little dog.
Bill Murray.
That just hurts my feelings, man. Don't old people and dogs you don't fool with. No,
Well,
I'm
there you
sorry.
go.
That just
You talking about the Grinch?
Y'all are
the
emotional little
Grinch. Yeah,
bunch.
the Grinch is
today.
one I was thinking of.
Yeah, he put those little antlers on his head.
Oh.
Yeah, it makes him pull that heavy sleigh.
But in the end, it ends up.
Yeah, but I won't let Bocephus watch it. I don't
Somebody
want to
said
carry
Die
the
Hard is
third.
their favorite Christmas
Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. Now my wife's fired up.
You know, and I ran across this, and the original is so much better. Miracle on 34th Street.
Yeah,
Have y'all gone back and watched that lately?
probably been a couple of Christmases.
And and it's all about someone jumping on Santa, trying to prove that he's not real.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, in the end, what happens? It's proven he's Santa.
That's
Santa
right.
Claus with Tim Allen. That's a good one too.
Yeah, but until they tried to remake it like 12 times.
I know, but the first
And the
one, the
fake
original, is
Santa.
good.
That's like Home Alone. Home Alone is excellent. Love it. We can watch it over and over. But Home
That's
Alone.
a Christmas movie to me.
It is.
my
Well,
wife's
yeah.
favorite
Yeah.
Christmas movie is Christmas with the Cranks.
I love that one too.
That's
Going
a
on the
real-
cruise.
Oh,
But right now it's
absolutely.
Thanksgiving.
And we're
just
thankful
taking
that
us
there's
back.
all these Christmas movies to choose
I mean, you
from.
don't see that many. It's Thanksgiving movies. They just.
I'm sure Hallmark has a couple.
The
Don't they,
Waltons
Greg?
have got a couple of Thanksgiving
They do.
episodes, you know,
Yeah, they do.
where John Boy chickens out on shooting a turkey. I just want to smack him. But anyhow, then that's the first tofu turkey Thanksgiving.
I do think a really good Christmas. It's not a movie, but Seinfeld Festivus is a classic.
Did I miss it?
The people that know about Festivus know about. It's if you know,
Because
you
I
know.
watched a lot of it. What did he do? What was the episode
It's
about?
Festivus for the rest of us. It's the made-up holiday that George's dad, Costanza, where it's not like a real. It's like anti-commercial. You know, they have a metal pole instead of a Christmas tree.
I
and
guess
stuff
I
like
missed
that.
it.
Yeah, you need to watch it. It's funny. Somebody's gonna Festivus has got a little
What
cult
was it
following.
that Julia done on the show where she got banned from the Subway shop down there? The guy where she made the guy mad she couldn't go in to get the
No
takeout?
soup for you.
No soup for you.
Soup Nazi.
The soup
Yeah.
Nazi.
Soup Nazi,
No
yeah.
soup for you.
Yeah,
That was funny.
it was.
The things that
And
make
her
us
name was
all-
Elaine on the show. You
Elaine.
said Julia, but that's,
that's
her
her real
life.
name.
Yeah.
Well, he could just think of someone staring up something. But anyhow.
My girls made a 8-foot tall cutout of the leg lamp from the Christmas
Yeah.
Vicky has yet to let me put it out, but I'm putting it out this
In
year.
the living room window, I think it
You're
would
putting
be
your foot down. No
This is
pun
8 feet
intended.
tall.
Yeah.
I'm gonna screw it to an oak tree and put the lights on it. You know.
I totally agree.
You know, I have.
Is she
the
watching
real-
this morning? Is this you letting her know that you're going to do it?
This is me letting Vicky
Okay.
know the
Okay.
leg lamp is going up this year.
That leg lamp thing, y'all.
Well, we have one that I put in the window, and she just cringes. But no, the girls.
Well,
made
you're
an
going
8-foot
big
tall-
this
we're
year.
going
That's right.
big. We're going big this year.
I like
I
that.
love that movie, the leg lamp scene.
Where he had to go bury it in the backyard.
Fragile.
For
It's a
Gigli.
major award. I mean, just the whole thing is classic.
Well, to a
It is.
guy, you can relate to that.
Oh,
the dude's so proud. He got
absolutely.
his award, you know. The dogs have done eat his turkey.
And
They
Ralph-
can't get the furnace to work. You know, he's down there in the basement
and
cussing the
Ralphie's sitting
furnace.
there running his hand up that leg
She
lamp.
slapped it.
Classic, man.
It was good
Classic.
stuff there. And we're told that John Boy didn't have a man card. That could be. Yeah. We'll be right back as we get this day.
Y'all come out and see us at J&J Auto Sales, Highway 19 South, located right up the hill from the red light, or you can visit us at jnjmeridian.com. We have over 50 cars and trucks in stock, nice quality vehicles ranging from $3,000 to $16,000. J&J will get you off your feet and back in the street. Right here at J&J Auto Sales, Highway 19 South. Hey, and on the web, jnjmeridian.com.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Hey, this is Greg, and everybody knows I love to eat good food. So when you're out and about, come on down to Long's Fish Camp. Been here for over 50 years serving some of the South's best fried fish, hush puppies, shrimp, and hey, don't forget the coleslaw. Probably the best anywhere in the world. Excellent food, excellent service. Drive on down to Enterprise, Mississippi, and enjoy your food from Long's. Remember, at Long's, everybody's family.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Greg Julia's. Coffee is our main subject here. We have to have a lot of it. Hey, I brought up Batman a minute ago. Y'all, the costumes that were submitted, and we got a lot. Maybe there's some we've missed. We're trying to get them all on. This one caught my eye late as I came back from all the wrecks around town. I saw the Scotty Ray Batman outfit. Have y'all seen this? There's 2 pictures that go with this. Okay, here's the first one there with the camo.
Camouflage.
Let's look at the back of it. Don't y'all love the cape? I just really thought that was... Julie did not comment on that.
I mean...
Red bandana and a skull ring and make this set that right off, wouldn't it?
I don't know. I just couldn't have guessed this phenomenon for Meridian.
It's good. I think it does us all real well.
The redneck Batman.
Let's scroll down here. I want to get down here to some of these that are going on. And if you have not watched this, Lucinda Pitts.
Oh, this is hilarious.
Y'all watch that with the dog. Help this lady find a dog.
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, it was funny.
Oh, that's horrible.
But watch that on the page when you get a chance.
I'm glad Bocephus is too big for that to happen to him.
Yeah.
Let's look at a few of these outfits that we got yesterday. Here's the First Mississippi Federal Credit Union. Federal and Union Equipment. Did I get it out?
That's cute.
Yeah, Q-Town. As we go down, here's the folks over at Ochsner Cardiology. We'll come back to that. Here's Wednesday.
That was Scotty Ray's nose hairs.
I still got the box if y'all need to use it. Here's a crew here from the Wayne General Rehab. Waynesboro, Mississippi being represented yesterday. That's pretty cute there.
Fun.
Choctaw General.
You should be with that next year. We'll have to listen to you.
Now, that ain't bad. Dr. Purdy and his Blue Angels.
That's cute.
I like that.
That's clever.
And let's see here. ECC Business Office. We'll come back to that one there. And as we go here to the Children's Museum.
I love that one. All the American Girl dolls.
That is pretty good there.
Yeah, that's cute.
Let's see. I messed up our rotation there. We'll come back to it there. Got a bunch more pictures that were submitted in. If you still got some floating around, be glad to send those in to us. We're going to do a contest with that next year. That was fun.
I'd like to be a judge, a volunteer.
I'll put you on the panel. Would you?
I want to do it.
I mean, will you be available that day?
I don't know. I'll see. You know, Halloween's very busy for me.
Yes.
We had a situation erupt this morning. I was sitting here about 5:50, and it started going. My phone going deep, deep, and I took a look, and we had a situation going on North Hill Street.
Is that the original?
The original was out this morning as he made it down toward Firestone.
So he's out in the free world again.
Yeah, he's out of jail.
Okay.
And he's been making his rounds pretty frequently the last week.
Well, he's got to. Winter's coming on, and you know he's not as frequent in the winter as he is in the summer.
Because you're thinking of that swimming pool episode of Seinfeld.
The shrinkage. It's shrinkage.
Okay.
Let's
All right,
see what else
next.
we move on to next.
George Costanza.
That was.
I love, you can't help but love George.
I know, you cannot beat that.
One of my favorites when he's living under his desk, you know,
Oh, I love that one.
in Yankee Stadium.
Yeah. He was really like a mama's boy that never left home, wasn't he?
No, yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Oh God! And so I don't see how he stayed at home with his mom and dad. That was just awesome. They were awesome on that show.
The redheaded guy was in several things.
He was King of Queens.
Yes.
Arthur
yeah.
Spooner on
Yeah,
King
he was
of
really
Queens.
good on that,
He was
too.
a nut.
I loved
now.
King of
That guy
Queens.
was crazy.
He was great.
As usual, we have to get to the best of what people do best in their life. And, well, I've been watching this. And, Julia, everywhere I look, there's a different story as to who's leading the political polls. And, as Fox and CNN and all these places cut to their panel of best of the best, we cut to you. What do you make out of what we're watching nationwide with these polls? What are we seeing? What is really going on? It's chaos, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And the polls basically all say it's close. That's the short story of the polls. But I think that it's really important. We have an electoral college, and so watching those swing states, that's what's going to determine who
7
wins.
states.
We know where Mississippi's electoral votes are going. I mean, we can say within a reasonable, that
What do we got, 6 or 7?
I think we're 7.
Okay.
But watching those states that can go either way, that have big, what I'm looking at right now is where they're spending their money. So Pennsylvania is a big state. That's going to be one that we should see early, hopefully, and it's going to be it's a hard path forward for either one of them without it.
Now, is both candidates spending money in that state?
Yes. The Harris campaign and the Trump campaign collectively have spent over $500 million on
Say
TV
what?
alone in Pennsylvania.
Greg, we got to buy one.
No, a TV?
Yeah.
So, and they're continuing to, because it's that important. And so that's something that if you're watching election night, that's one that it's a problem for the Trump campaign if they don't win it, and it's a problem for the Harris campaign if they don't win it.
Off the cuff, and I may catch you off guard on this. How many electoral votes does that state have? Do you remember?
I've got a map right
19.
here.
19?
19.
Yeah.
Okay, 19.
We're going to go with it. And then for Michigan and Wisconsin, also very important. But what's interesting, North Carolina is one that's important. And Harris has canceled more than $2 million of planned TV ads that she had for the last few days in North Carolina. So it appears one would reasonably believe that she's abandoned that state as she doesn't feel like it's worth her money. On the other side, Trump had planned to spend some time around the Great Lakes, some of those states, and is abandoning that, spending some time in New Mexico, which wasn't a state that we really thought that Trump had. So he's deciding to spend time there.
Which state is he dumping?
Well, he had some stops along in the Great Lakes area. I'm not sure exactly. I'm sure Pennsylvania was one of them, and he'll be back and forth. But spending time in New Mexico right now is kind of the storyline that's interesting. And I think that's what you can watch right now is where are they spending their time and their money in these last few hours that they've got. The polls are going to keep saying it's really close.
Let me ask this, because I remember the girl, what was her name? Carrie Lake, the anchor. Wasn't she from where was she from?
New Mexico.
Arizona. What does it look like he's doing in Arizona, where she came from and caused all that controversy last year? Has he got that state, or is that a Harris state?
I don't know. Arizona's not one that we're really
focused in on. What about Georgia? Georgia used to be, and it's changed with all of
How
the
many
people.
U-Haul trucks full of already ballots, marked ballots are they hiding? That's what'll decide that.
I know.
But Georgia really used to be one that it was going to be a Republican
And I said
state.
Mississippi had 7. It has 6. I pulled up my little map that's got all of them
talking
on
about
there.
those-
Arizona has 11, but New Mexico has 5. So I'm sure that.
If we're getting down to where 5 counts.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I definitely think because Wisconsin and Michigan are 10 apiece. So if you lose Wisconsin and Michigan and don't win,
Michigan is
Pennsylvania-
15.
15, pardon me. It's a hard path for either one of them.
But Pennsylvania, there's a reason that they're spending $500 million in one state on TV. It's that critical. So that's That's one that I think you should watch. You know, the polls are national polls, but I like to see a Pennsylvania poll because that's in the electoral college system. That's the way the way it works.
And he may not even remember saying it, but 4 years ago, Alan told me something and it kind of struck me, and I thought about it later. We was talking about the polls. How's the poll? Alan said, well, them polls are decided by who you ask. Mm-hmm. And you're right. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about the Pennsylvania poll. Well, if we go through there and just call these people or those people, you know, and I think you asked me that day, has anybody called you and asked you? I said, no, ain't nobody asked me nothing. Which, don't get me wrong, don't call and ask me because I get enough of those car warranty things. But anyhow, but you know what I'm saying? A poll is only going to be as accurate.
And there are some good polls where they, with the purpose, intentionally seek out likely voters. That is a good cross-section.
Real Clear Politics really the one that you lean on? Or is there a better one these days? As you get into these other polls, do the Fox, do they do it good, or do they have their own, or they depend upon?
Look up 270 TO 270. They update those polls are updated 3 times a day.
Oh, that's pretty good.
They are on it.
Yeah.
I think we're highly overlooking these ladies that sell those cookies in Ohio. They've gotten the election right the last 3.
Oh yeah,
that sell the cookies. Have y'all seen that?
No.
I've heard about it.
I'm all about cookies, though. How does this work?
Whatever they put Trump's face on cookies and they put Kamala's face on it, and whichever cookies sell the most is the president. So
and where are they at so far?
Trump leading that.
Okay, the cookie contest.
And of course, last time he
tell him where it is. He'll load up, and we'll all have cookies.
But again, it's all in who you sell to and what neighborhood you're in and where you at.
But last time Biden sold the most cookies there.
It's like a fella told me yesterday about your rain prognostication. Said,
here comes.
A rain dance has got a lot to do with the timing.
It does.
It's when you do that rain dance.
Look at that, bringing up Tanya Tucker. Look at yonder, here comes the rain.
That's right.
That was a great song, by the way. If you don't remember that.
I'm
I thought
familiar.
we'd bring that up. But next Tuesday is it. We're down to the wire on this. It's going to be a lot of ads in between now and then of trying to urge, especially these states.
You won't see a lot in Mississippi,
No.
though. Nobody's spending money here because they
know it's decided.
They feel like it's already decided.
Alabama,
No,
Tennessee.
it's already decided it's not already decided, but it is believed that the presidential race are electoral votes. But there are other things on the ballot, like the Supreme Court for the state of Mississippi. So I encourage people, you still need to go vote.
Let me turn our thoughts to a little bit closer to home as we get ready for Meridian to be changing. As we got a mayoral. Boy, that was a tough word to say.
That's next April?
Is it April that we will vote? Is that right?
It's April, and then it's the
April's
primary.
primaries,
That's the
right,
primary.
yeah.
All right, let's talk about who is running. All right.
Oh gosh,
Percy Bland, I believe.
he has indicated publicly that he plans to run.
I heard in a street interview that the mayor that we currently have, Jimmy Smith, possibly might be running again.
I have not heard that he's not. So one
Rita
would
Jack, I think she is going to cast her hat in towards it. I've heard that name. And a couple other out there, too.
I think Tyrone Johnson. Formerly.
There may be one or
City
two
Council.
more that step forward. Tybell Lindsay, who
She's
of course,
indicated interest in the past. I don't think that anybody, and qualifying is January, and that's when you know who is actually in the race. So right now, unless they've come out publicly, like I believe Percy Bland has and said, I am running, then it's kind of up in the air. And there's city council races too, and your city council is
major,
very important as well. Those are things to watch along with the mayor's race.
But and I encourage this. Any mayoral candidate, follow me around. I go in every walk of life in our county.
Yep.
Whether it's a poor neighborhood, it's a medium class, or a very upscale neighborhood. I go in all of these. And one common denominator in all of these neighborhoods is they're unhappy with what we've got. Now, whether or not the current administration wants to admit that is one thing. But I talk to people who live, breathe, and work here. Of every, from a guy that's a banker to a guy that drives a truck, all are hardworking citizens. And it doesn't matter who you ask. They go, I'm not happy with this. We've got too much crime. I don't hear anything from City Hall. very, very important to be transparent with your voters, of your people. You don't always have the answer that someone wants, but you got to be there for them. And the easier and more that you tell someone, the more apt they are to understand where we are and why things are happening. If you don't say anything, they're not going to follow you.
Well, they are. They're going to make assumptions.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Either you can tell somebody something, or they'll figure it out, and they may not figure out the right.
Right. I made an assumption this week when I wasn't invited for the interviews up there with Jimmy that I wasn't wanted. Y'all feel that I wasn't wanted? Anybody in the room feel that?
I feel like, that's why. That's
it
why.
It could have been lost in the mail. I mean,
But, there's a reason that freedom of press was, one of those things they talked about real early in the United States, because it's a critical part of democracy and government. It's accountability, and people need to, that's how it works. They need to see what's happening, what's going on. But the city hall cannot fix this community. I mean, it belongs to all of us. Now, we want to see leadership from that, and we want to see some direction. But it's you and I, doing what we can with what we have where we're at, that actually changes it. Because the problems that we have are a youth that just don't have a
morals,
proper home.
ethics,
and it's the mayor's office can't fix that, but man, they can help lead us in the right direction, and they can do something about this crime that we've got, and that's what we want to see. That's what we want to hear is, this is not okay. I don't want you to tell me that it's happening everywhere else and it's not as bad as it is some places. I don't want you to tell me that it's okay. I want you to tell me it's not okay, and we're about to do something about it. That's what I'm looking at.
One of the worst things I've heard, they know each other. It's all connected. You know,
that doesn't make it okay.
It doesn't matter if they know each other. If they're firing 100 rounds and they're sporadically flying everywhere,
that's right.
There's a chance that 100 people could get hit that ain't done nothing but rode down the road to go get ice cream or whatever. Yeah, I like ice cream.
You know, I'm not your typical person that shows up for an interview and you tell me that the sky is purple, and I go, okay. No, I'm going to say, no, where'd you get that from?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that? I'm going to ask some questions of what the average Joe wants to know. I ain't never changing on that. I don't care who you are, what you do. Public officials need to answer these things. And, you know, as always, when I'm sending information in that maybe hasn't hit a police report yet, I'm going to ask questions of where did this happen? How did it happen? To determine, is this legit? I remember a few weeks ago, I got a thing sent in of a missing child here in Meridian.
Right.
And I immediately go, well, I hadn't heard about this. So I started asking questions. Where was this child lost? And y'all know what? The child wasn't missing. It was someone trying to give me false information to put out.
But had you ran hollering like Chicken Little, the sky's falling, the next thing you know, and that's something I want to tell people. I've learned more and more lately, especially this week. You really work hard at trying to verify. If people think the information that you're giving out is false, you work as hard or harder than anybody I've ever seen trying to make sure. And you get a lot of
non-answers,
negativity from people about posting this or posting that. Everything is done. Every I's dotted, every T's crossed.
Not literally.
Important stuff. Well, scribbled. Scribbled.
I have dropped my notepad before.
But I mean, it's tough to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like releasing the name. Nobody wants to. How do I put this? Everybody wants to know what's going on unless they or their family are involved in it.
Correct.
Then you should shut up and shouldn't say nothing. And I mean, I've learned that in the last couple of weeks. Everybody is nosy. Everybody wants to know. Everybody's concerned unless it concerns them or their family. And then, he shouldn't have posted that. He shouldn't have said that.
I do get that from time to time. And I received a threat this week. Let me go ahead and address that. I got a major threat toward me. And you have to take everything seriously because you never know.
I didn't mean it, Scotty.
I noticed the metal detectors as we came in.
But you have to take everything. That's someone threatening me is not going to stop me from telling the truth. Point blank, I'm still coming. I'm going to do what I do. Period. Enough about all that. We'll get into something fun. We're going to do some history next. Will, are you on trivia? You hanging in there with us, Alan?
Man, I'm hanging in there on that history because, I'm old. So
It's coming. We'll do that next here at the Scotty Ray Report. When it's time to store something, think Store Local Storage. It's conveniently located next to Northeast Park, and it's gated. On top of that, it's climate control, so no matter the season, it'll protect your things. 24-hour security, a covered loading dock, fire sprinklers, and you can choose the storage unit that suits your needs. From a 5x5 all the way up to a 10x30, you choose the space that you need. Call Store Local Storage today at 601-490-1618, Highway 39 North, Meridian. The tractors are rolling at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. Drop in and see Keith, Cornbread, or Buttermilk. They've got a tractor that fits the need that you have. Whether it's a 26 horsepower, a 40, or bigger, plus, they offer 0% financing for up to 96 months. Whether it's a part, a new tractor, 0% financing, or just simply a laugh. 601-626-8759, Highway 494 in Collinsville. That's Freeman Tractor. Rockhouse Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rockhouse Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rockhouse Gun and Pawn.
Hi folks, Paul Brown with Dixie Buildings. We're here to take care of all your building needs for your personal and your business needs. That includes portable buildings, carports, sheds. Don't forget your hunting camps are coming in. You can start out with our 8x10s. If we cannot haul it, we can build it for you on site. We have 2 locations, one on Highway 19 South and our home office just around the corner on Long Creek Road. Just give us a call at 601-483-4943.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. The outtakes. They're always funny. Lord have mercy. There's a lot we got to still go over this morning. As we were out and about last night, it was a few wrecks that we had during that rain. Let's go back in time.
Traffic, wasn't it?
It
last
was.
night?
Do you remember Brad Paisley, the opening notes of a song where he said she put him out like the burning end of a midnight cigarette?
Yeah.
Whiskey Lullaby. Do you know that song?
Yeah.
How about Conway Twitty? Let's go back to this song. I may never get to heaven, but I once came mighty close.
Well,
I may walk a golden stair. Woo! Talk about a love song. A lot of things different. Do you remember that song?
Conway could do a Chick-fil-A commercial and have people melting. I mean, come on.
And as I mention all of these songs, there's one thing that's in common with this. A guy that you go, there ain't no way he thought that. It just ain't no way he could have that in his brain. The guy that wrote all those songs that I just brought up, he doesn't even look like he'd have a love song in his head. But boy, he's stout. He's a songwriter. You know this guy, don't you? Mm-hmm. He had a nickname, Greg, because you couldn't always hear him.
Whispering Bill Anderson.
Bill Anderson wrote every one of those songs and so many more.
He's still writing songs,
Yeah.
if I remember right.
He what was the Porter Wagner song that he wrote? He did one of Porter's big ones.
I've had about all of this I can stand.
He done that one also.
I think so.
Yeah, he done that one. And another one of big ones of Porter's. But you have to give credit was credit due, except the Waffle House Christmas song. That may be the absolute worst song I've ever heard.
Can I start taking my 15-minute break during this part?
Why would you need a break? You don't work but once every 8 weeks. And they done throwed in and got you a shirt. Never mind.
You're just jealous.
How do you go about explaining who this guy is, Alan? How would you describe him?
Well, he was married to Julia Roberts, and how he did that, I have no idea.
Yeah. Some call him the ugliest man in the United States.
I love it.
There you go. He has a big old birthday today. He was not a handsome fella.
Ooh.
There's a lot of people that agree with that statement.
My daddy would say he'd have to slip up on the dipper to get a drink of water.
That's pretty rough, ain't it?
Yeah, that is.
Woo. We go back to 1957. They've done a remake of this movie, and it was horrible, in my opinion. Johnny Depp just
Y'all don't
couldn't.
like any remakes.
Well,
Y'all
they're
complain
not
about all
good.
of them.
Well, no. When
Johnny
they get
Depp-
it right the first time, you don't have to remake it.
True.
Okay.
But Johnny Depp always seems drunk whenever I watch him.
Well,
Which-
there's a good reason for that.
Which reminds me, let me just halt.
Yes.
Look, let me just halt where we're going with this before I go any further. I'm driving down the road last night, and I'm somewhere around 24th Avenue and 8th Street, and I smell a skunk. And I go, my gosh, that stinks. And I thought I had stumbled upon a skunk. And
I think that was probably a left-handed cigarette.
it was. What in
It's legal.
I don't care. The person that was riding with me last night, she goes, that's marijuana. And I said, do what? It would knock you out. I mean, I didn't get rid of it out of my vents until I got all the way to College Park. No wonder chicken is selling at the other end of that street. Folks, do y'all know how bad it is?
Yeah, we smell it every day at Meridian Cycles because they cook it and dry it right over there
Behind
across
you.
the railroad tracks. It's every day.
You can smell it from
It's every day.
I'll
never forget, Troy Smith came over to pick his side-by-side up
Yeah.
one day and walked out and he went, man, what is that? And I said, well, state
Here's a cookie.
representative, is something going on right over? He said, man, that's bad. Yeah, it is.
But I think it took the paint off of my hood. I think the
good
white
stuff.
Tahoe has been damaged. But I ain't never in my life smelt anything like that.
It smells just like a skunk.
But y'all think, there's kids that go down this road. Kids. Okay, I'm off of that.
I gotta ask something because I don't know. I mean, I really don't know when it comes to stuff like this. But did they change something, or is this a new, improved marijuana or something?
I don't
Because
know.
It's synthetic.
marijuana didn't always smell this way.
They
I
have
was told.
said that the marijuana, that the strains and stuff that they're producing now, isn't the same weed you smoked growing up.
I know I don't do that.
Well, when I pulled over to the gas
That's the
station,
devil's lettuce.
The devil's lettuce.
That's right.
when I pulled over
Whack
at the
it
gas
back.
station up the road, and somebody
all
told me the
positive.
stronger the stink, the better it is. And I said, do what?
What?
They said the worse it smells, the better it is. I'm going to tell you something. They had something growing up there by that parking garage last night. I don't know if it was on the 4th floor or what. Somebody ought to drive through there.
Well, they're doing all kind in these greenhouses, these growing houses.
Oh,
and
that's
cooking
right.
houses. They're doing these blends, and it is. It's a different.
So they're genetically or whatever changing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay, I
Yeah,
got
this
you.
isn't
Travis
grown in the
Travis
sunshine.
told me, he said, you ought to come to the service department and get a woof of a car that they're working on. I ain't even thought about that.
Oh, it's at Hooper's. Oh man.
I bet so.
Well, I don't understand because I mean I would want if I was in marketing,
Okay.
I would want something that was appealing. Could you not like infuse this with like peach cobbler in the oven
Well,
or
there you
something?
go.
I mean,
It wouldn't make people-
something
Then
that
Greg would
make
be in it.
people. I mean, oh my God, that smells horrible. I think I'll try it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, people,
Have
y'all
some
make-
Popeye smell.
You-
They
you're-
could infuse that with pumpkin pie and it still don't stink. Man. It's just no getting around it.
And I know I got sidetracked there, and I apologize, but
it's
I thought
fine.
the citizens ought to know there's something smelling
Man.
on 8th Street as we go back to remember this. Y'all remember this guy? He played
Yeah.
Peter there. Willy Wonka. And
What they say about Grandpa, he laid in that bed, made them take care of him all those years, and then the
He did.
second he gets the opportunity to go to a candy factory, he's Lazarus.
you're right.
I mean,
I'd never
did they
thought
never
of that.
give him? I mean, he was sort of a.
All right.
That's pretty crappy.
Let's talk about Nicolas Cage for a minute. Y'all like Nicolas Cage?
He's an interesting character.
He's all right, but his movies, I know, because he jumps a
kinda weird
Camaro 8 stories out of a building and gets out of it. I mean, I just
Did he
don't.
do that?
Yeah, I just
I
don't
just think
watch
it's
his stuff.
He did several movies I liked. 3,000 Miles to Graceland went and all that. All the National Treasury movies I loved. This one, I can't. If it comes on TNT and that's still a channel, you got to stop and watch it. Is that still around?
I don't know. I don't have cable.
Do y'all remember watching Con Air?
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a good one.
It's a
It
great-
is.
it is. And
That's
this
a classic.
girl, if y'all remember her, she's having a birthday today. Rachel.
Y'all remember the scene in that where the plane's going down in that I can't remember the actor's name.
The strip.
He's singing. He's got the whole world in his hands. The plane's taking a header.
Yeah, Steve somebody, and he's a great actor. He's got the whole
Bennett.
world.
Benamishi or something like that. He's got that jacked up trademark grill. His teeth are all jacked up, but he leaves them that way because that's his thing.
It is a great movie. Now, speaking of great movies, we got to go here. This was,
Smokey the Bandit.
well, it was before Smokey. This is pre-Smokey.
Dukes of
Band.
Hazzard.
We're going to get to that. That has something today, too. But it was
sure it does.
1967. And if you've ever been incarcerated, there's a few people that may have gotten a speeding ticket through a small town and got locked up and thought the jailer's wife looked good after 7 days.
Oh, about them fried bologna sandwiches. That's Tom T. Hall.
Tom T. Hall had that song. But one thing about it being on a chain gang, what's his name had that song, Working on the Chain Gang? Sam Cooke. Yeah. Great song. But this would really change movies. Those guys, boss, I need some water. Boss, I need some water. As she broke out the water hose.
Oh, Luke.
Cool Hand Luke.
Yeah.
It would hit theaters today, and well, there she is washing that car. I showed the best scene from the movie I could without being, well, I'd make somebody.
Risque. Yeah.
Yes, I took all the risque out of it.
Well, this is a PG station.
Paul Newman. Man, that was really a good movie.
Definitely.
The eggs, how many eggs?
Oh, yeah, he ate like 67 boiled eggs.
Woof. Did you watch?
We're skipping Dukes of Hazzard today.
Oh, no. We got some stuff going on.
Luke.
How'd that song start out? Dum da dum da dum dum dum. They blocked the streets off in Nashville to film this video. Like the horns on my Silverado. It would come out. Who remembers this? Big Kenny has a birthday today. Born in 1963. Of course, big and rich.
You don't like it?
Not interested. No.
Oh,
It ain't Merle. He ain't interested.
That's right.
good now.
Wow.
Their biggest song, of course, would be Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy. Outside of that, they had some media shutting Detroit down, where it had Chris Christopherson in the video. Not bad.
I don't get that station.
Concert,
I don't get that station.
They have a good live show.
Well, they got a bunch of people that travel. Gretchen Wilson, a whole bunch of them. 1969, we can't go on, and this is really
Elvis Presley.
Yeah, but this is the scene of this hallway shot. Somebody walking, you can see it walking in front of him, snapping pictures as Elvis goes down the. There he is.
Oh, that's good.
Do you recognize the guy on the right?
No.
If you watched,
That's a good.
it was his best friend.
That's a good version of Elvis
from high
right there.
school. You know, in high school, Elvis was picked on, and he made friends with a guy named Red, and he would later hire him for security. You would remember him from. What's his name? That died not long ago. That was in Dirty Dancing. What's his name?
Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze from Roadhouse. Do you remember the guy that owned the parts store?
Yeah, Red.
Red.
Yeah.
That's who that is.
Okay.
And he went on to become an actor.
His daughter or whatever, his niece was the doctor, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay.
Elvis had a broken heart over that whole situation when the bodyguards were going to release that book about him right before he died. And, it broke Elvis's heart. If y'all remember that. I didn't mean to damper the subject. I'm sorry. 1972, Jenny McCarthy was born.
She's pretty.
Yes, she is. Humma. We'll go back to 1975. I really like this one. Turn Out the Light and Love Me Tonight, known as the Gentle Giant of country music. Don Williams had a #1 today. I like that guy.
You always use that same picture.
Yeah, because it's a pretty
Don
common.
a lot.
Don was just Till All the Rivers Run Dry. You're my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Lord, I hope this day is good. And she never knew me. Oh, she never knew me at all.
If I'm ever on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and the $1 Million Question is
Don
country
Williams.
song,
I know all that
which
stuff.
one of y'all I'd call? Probably Scotty Ray, because you have a lot of knowledge about a few of them, and he has a little knowledge about a lot of them.
And the bad part is,
but he won't answer usually.
He will me.
Oh, so now I've been blocked.
what would you say? And let's ask a room question here. What is the greatest Conway Twitty song that he ever recorded?
Darling.
Yeah.
Hello, darling.
Yeah, absolutely.
Blue jeans on.
Oh,
Tight
that's
fit jeans.
yeah, but
Tight
it's still
fit
Hello,
jeans.
Darling.
I'm gonna have to lean toward this.
Boom, boom, boom.
That was good too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways of saying what I want to say to you. May talk of moonlit and starry nights, but I just love to lay you down. Conway Twitty recorded it today back in '79.
But what was his name?
Harold Jenkins.
Harold Lloyd Jenkins.
Oh gosh, see, this is where we go with the depth of knowledge.
He was the
What
white.
was his blood
Barry
type?
White.
Oh, yeah.
70s.
AB
He really
negative.
was.
But that song, when your hair is when your auburn hair is turned gray, I'd still love to lay you down.
Yeah.
And women loved it. You should listen to it some, Julie. Because your hair's going to turn gray one day. We're just warning you.
Absolutely not. It will not.
As long as there's a box on a shelf, it won't.
No. We're not participating in that.
I can remember It cost $4.55. I had to have it. It was $3.29. Because if y'all remember, I cut grass as a kid to buy stuff.
You've told us.
And I bought the 45. I didn't, because they didn't have an album.
What was the flip side?
I don't know whether it had a flip. I think it was it on both sides because it was about a TV show. And I had to have it. Waymore had released another song, and it went to number 1 on this date back in 1980. Waylon Jennings had the number 1 song in America.
The theme to the Dukes of Hazzard.
There you go. As we go back to remember, Daisy.
I have that 45 at the house, and I still have
The sleeve?
I have that exact sleeve. at
So
the
you did the
house.
same thing I did.
No, I actually got it at a yard sale.
Oh, gosh. But I bought that. That was something else.
Is she
Who's
not
that?
beautiful?
Yeah, I thought we'd pause this for a moment and take this in. It's kind of like seeing Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
You don't seem to hold the same patriotic duties that we do over here.
I mean,
Let's see what else went on today. It would be 1982. He was dressed like 1950.
Half drunk and hollow-eyed.
Said, it's a long walk to Nashville. Would you like a ride, son?
David Allen Coe.
He would go in the
love it.
studio and record that today. And probably outside of some of his bigger ones, You Don't Ever Call Me By My Name, that's probably second or third.
Oh.
Would You Lay With Me in the Field of Stones? And then a bunch of songs.
Mona Lisa lost her
Mona
smile.
Lisa.
Didn't he do that one?
Yeah, he sure did.
Okay.
And he done a lot of things that, well, we can't talk about.
Yes.
Yeah, that's just, and my long hair just can't cover up my redneck.
Lived in a hearse in the Ryman parking lot.
Sure did.
I didn't know that.
Yes, he did. He earned his.
He did. Jimmy Rabbit turned her on to my
Wow,
last
hers.
album.
That's right. That's all he could. He drove it up from Florida, I believe.
Yeah. This next guy, most people are not going to remember this, but his time, he was big. A guy named Phil Silvers passed away in 1985. Had a huge TV show. Phil Silvers, he was a comedian. It was big back in the day during the 50s and 60s.
That's for my time.
This show,
Yeah.
this was when people really, really
Right.
paid attention to the character that we played. After doing a lot of shows like Support Your Local Sheriff, he was a great comedian. He would start a detective show. He had to live by the sea, and they gave him a car, and he goes, "Whoa, wait a minute, that's too
Rockford
fancy."
Files. James
Garner. Support your local sheriff.
And they didn't want the spoiler on the
That's
Camaro
right.
because it looked too flashy. Not the Camaro.
And
It
he's-
was on the Firebird.
And he said, on his salary, you couldn't afford that, so they had to take it off. The guy that played his dad passed away today.
Rocky.
Noah Berry.
Yep, Rocky. Had the
Yeah.
good-looking step-side GMC truck.
Sure did.
Yep.
Do you not know this?
No.
I mean, why would you not have his buddy that was bald-headed that was the cop?
Yeah. And that music, I mean, boy, that opening theme music, boy, it just grabbed you.
Always wore that blazer.
Yeah, it sure did. Jim Rockford. I remember this from, was it We Are Young Country? He got to be a guest in Hank Jr.'s video. We Are Young
Not
Country.
my favorite.
Y'all remember Walter Payton? He passed away in
Yeah,
1999.
he was from Mississippi too, wasn't
Yeah. I didn't realize that it happened.
he? Why do I think, like if you're going
I don't
to...
know.
Now, that was a cheap shot, even from her. Like if you're going to Starkville, right down... Wasn't he from right in there somewhere?
Crawford, I believe.
I know. Yeah, I think...
Okay.
Yeah, right there as
I'm
you
right.
pass the bakery, the Mennonite Bakery.
I don't know why I
Okay.
think that's what... And I may be wrong. I mean, and I will admit that. If I am wrong, I'm wrong.
Played at Jackson State.
Okay.
Yeah. Winnie never liked Phil Silvers.
Chicago Bears.
There you go.
Played for.
Now, as I describe this next guy, I know everybody and their brother dated Lori Morgan. He was also one of them, and we just have to go ahead and say what it was. And
Well, I really didn't want to talk about that, but okay.
busted. As we get into this, he would be in that Christmas movie that y'all brought up a little bit earlier, as in that air traffic control situation of Die Hard that day.
That's not a Christmas movie.
Fred Thompson passed away. I really liked his voice. Y'all remember him?
Yeah.
He was a U.S. Senator also. He was in The Line of Fire. That was a great
And
movie
he
with Clint
dated
Eastwood.
Lori Morgan?
Yeah.
I didn't know
Like
that.
I said, the list is long and distinguished.
No comment. She's kind of trashy, but never mind.
Well, the door is always open, And the lights on in the hall. That was one of those songs that Dave and Sugar sang. Do you remember that group?
I do.
She's the queen of the silver dollar. And I used to think that was about Meridian as a kid.
Why?
Because it talked about the silver dollar, the queen, tie into the Queen City.
Okay.
But it wasn't.
Yeah.
But he passed away today. His name was Dave Rowland of Dave and Sugar. He was 74 years old, had a stroke, passed away in Nashville. See, a lot of people have forgotten him. Not around here, no sir, Bob.
That's right.
That's a quick look at what happened today in history. We got some more coming up. Oh, look at the face of that. I think she's fibbing.
Well,
we'll be right back.
Real impressed.
Looking for a great place to eat? Well, come explore the great flavors of the French Quarter in downtown Enterprise. Whether you're in the mood for a romantic night out, a family dinner, or a cozy atmosphere with great service that make dining with the French Quarter an unforgettable experience. Drop by today and taste our delicious dishes. Come explore the flavors of the French Quarter. 120 West Bridge Street, downtown Enterprise. Call 601-659-0500, the French Quarter. The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're building it, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group.
Working on a big project? Need reliable equipment? Paris Tractor has you covered. From skid steers to excavators, tractors to trenchers, we have top quality equipment for rent on a project-to-project basis. All our equipment is expertly maintained for peak performance, ensuring you get the job done right. Our team is here to help you choose the perfect machinery for your needs with flexible rental terms to fit any project. Call us or visit ParisRents.com to rent your equipment today. Come see us at Paris Tractor, where we're more than a tractor store.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with the gang here as we wind up a Friday for you. You're getting picked on by the coroner of Lauderdale County.
What's Stella say now?
Stella is telling you that it's a Christmas movie. Die Hard is definitely. That's what she just posted.
I just don't see it. I'm sorry. My wife says that every year. So that's not a Christmas movie.
There was Christmas music in the movie and a Christmas tree.
Well, there's
that bear in the back of the Lincoln.
Yeah, I mean, it had Christmas stuff in
That's
it.
not one I'd pick a fight with. You know what I mean?
You're talking about her? Yeah, because she's going to take care of you one day whether you like it or not.
Yeah, I don't really want a toe tag, so we'll go with what Stella says.
Now, we're also getting reports here that Walter was from Columbia, Mississippi.
Okay.
And it was Jerry Rice from Crawford, Mississippi.
Okay, I wasn't. Like I said, I could be wrong.
We're proud of both of them.
That.
We'll take that. It's very nice to have some. We do have a lot of famous people from our state.
We really
truly do. A lot to be proud for. As we were out and about I-20 last night, an accident at mile marker 123.
Pulling a trailer.
Yeah, and here's what it looked like as we went live to the scene there last night. I won't play the background noise, but that everybody walked away okay. So we were glad that we had an incident. Let me pull this up. We had an incident on Highway 19 also last night to where, and let me pull this up where everybody can see this. Again, at the end of the day, this was right there in front of the back porch where you cross over where the Dollar General is. We had that little fender bender there, maybe a little bit more than a fender bender.
Looks like a little more than fender bender.
Jeep and a minivan, and the truck in the background has got all the kids that were.
After it don't look like it's wet there. Did it not rain?
Oh, it was coming on down then. We had umbrellas.
Oh, that light, just shines through.
I'm telling you, that Batman light's bad to the bone.
Batman light. Good Lord.
Had
Somebody
it on
make
tool
it stop.
Y'all are messing with me.
I'm telling you, he's the only man I know that carries a portable floodlight. When they say he lights up a situation, he does.
We're here to humble you.
That's right.
It takes it every once in a while. I was going to show my, if I can find her. I had some help last night. I wanted to say thank you to Amy who was out with me. She was in
my mother-in-law.
I tried to get her. She dissed me in a parking lot not long ago.
She did. It was her birthday this week.
Oh, tell her I said happy.
She turned 40.
Has she got any cake left over?
Well, Brusler always takes care of us. That's our big birthday spot. So
big thank you to Amy last night who helped me out going from scene to scene last night. There was a lot going on in the old Tahoe last night. She helped me out. Oh, Amy Guest, I appreciate her. She was all over it last night. Let's see. We had some other things that happened yesterday. Let me get to it here. How you get off? We had Neshoba County never fails us on a great headline, and we have to go there. There was a hit and run on Highway 492.
I listened to that, and then they hit somebody else at Tucker,
Yes,
wasn't
sir.
it? And carried them to the hospital at Neshoba General.
It was the same.
Yeah, I
Oh
think
yeah,
so.
he just kept going until he had another wreck.
Oh gosh.
And this is what was left of the wheels of the truck.
Oh,
I mean, he
Lord.
run it till there wasn't nothing left on them.
I think that's what they call low-profile tires.
Yes, sir. But if you look at that back wheel, look at the inner part of the wheel's already gone.
It's gone, yeah.
But he was aiming to get away. It was probably an easy trail to follow that cut in the highway.
Well, at least it was raining. You couldn't set everything on fire from all the sparks.
That's true.
But, you know.
This is what I wanted to show here. And again, this was early on. This was over at Eagle Point. This was way early in the day. Let me pull this up. This was way before dark. Look at this, of the cars when you pull out of here. And this just got deeper and heavier the longer the night went of trick-or-treaters.
Good grief.
And I'm telling you, this is mild to compare. It was 2 miles long at one time.
Oh my God.
All that for a free piece of candy?
Yes,
Well,
sir.
it's the experience of taking your kids
If I've
into
been
a
li-
safe neighborhood. And
I mean, look at this, just how it goes and goes and goes.
And I know it's popular. There are other neighborhoods that just are great places to trick or treat that I have with my kids growing up. That they love giving out candy too. But that one's a popular spot.
Very
I can't
popular.
believe that.
It's big, isn't it? Now, Lake Ross Collins also has the same crowds as this also, but that is humongous. And I don't know how much candy you have to buy to stay open the entire time. And, you know, who officially goes, okay,
It's
trick-or-treating's
over. Yeah.
How do you
But
disperse
that's the wonderful
that?
part about Halloween is, you know, people, they know that they're coming and they either turn their light off or they buy
Yeah.
plenty of candy. And they give it out one piece at a time. And some people really get into it and they dress up and they have a whole scene, and that's sweet. That's good for
Greg
the kids.
saw that over at the truck stop not long ago.
I ain't worried about that. I'm sorry. I'm a bah humbugger on Halloween. It's
That's just not your
my
thing.
holiday. I just don't like it.
Just isn't your thing?
I used to like old Robert D. Rayford on
And that's
John
okay. You
Boy
can
and
turn
Billy
your light off, but don't-
Beggar Ween. If you want your kid to have some candy, go get them a sack.
Well, but there's nothing. It's fun.
No,
and turn your light off, and then but don't get mad at other
they
people
have
for doing it. That's
fun.
sweet.
They have, yeah. I said to each their own. Everybody likes
such a
different
grouch.
things.
Chet's Painting Bodies trying to drum up business.
He had a heck of a wreck in front of
Yeah,
his
he did.
place.
There it is.
Golly.
It's a little fender bender right there at the Sun. Do you pronounce that Sunco or Sunoco? How do you say that name?
I say
Sunoco,
Sunco.
Sunoco, ain't
You
it?
know what? I think you're right.
You are.
Whoa, wait. Look, hang on. Let me write that down.
November 1st,
Oh, that was one of the many
8:08
things that.
a.m.
Yeah. 8:08, we're on overtime.
I know, and he keeps going longer and longer every time.
What's happening
I'm gonna
there?
Stop coming back.
No wonder she only works half the time. She stays here twice as long.
I know.
How do you pronounce his name, Alan? The name of the city?
Gaucher.
Gaucher. Gaucher. The mayor has the charges against him have been dismissed in Gaucher, Mississippi. Have y'all
Good.
heard about this?
Good for him.
He was accused of being drunk and disorderly in public, and
Can't
well,
do
the charges
that.
have been dropped.
Good.
Just can't have your mayor doing that, can you?
Some mayors go in public.
So he's going to be all right. We had a man that was
You need to
hospitalized
behave.
after trying to carjack.
He wonders
car
why he doesn't
in
get invited to
Jackson.
parties.
Lord
Got to
have
act
mercy.
right.
Everybody's acting right on our side of the room.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. We have another person, as we talked about carjacking in the state of Mississippi, that used a gun, tried to carjack, getting 9 years in prison for that.
Good.
Yeah, and I agree with that. Maybe
You
should.
don't have to pick up anything off the side of the road while you're in there if you're in California.
That's true.
So,
They're
you know, there's
dropping that. Now, I know that you know this lady, and we send out our thoughts and our prayers to her family, what they're really calling Mississippi's favorite mayor, Canton. She's been diagnosed with cancer. I don't know if everybody knows that.
The mayor of Canton?
I believe that's where she does. Her name is Mary.
That's Madison.
Madison, same
Mary
place,
Hawkins
isn't it?
Butler.
Aren't they like Canton?
They're very close to one another, but Mary Hawkins Butler's been the queen of Madison, Mississippi for a very long time. I think she may be she might be the longest serving female mayor in the country. Like she's been there for a long time, and she's done she says Madison is a city that prayer built, and she has dedicated her life to making Madison, Mississippi a wonderful place to live. She's a great lady.
Sweet girl. And I just thought all that was together under one roof. But so she is, okay.
She's Madison.
Madison, and then somebody else in Canton. Okay. Well, I learned a little something this
That's somebody
morning.
that's dedicated their life to public service and done a fantastic job at it. So
Glad that. Elon has won his case. Have y'all seen this? That $1 million he's been giving away, they said it's legal. They're not going to be able to do anything to him.
Yeah.
They were been out of shape on that one there. He's different. Don't get me wrong. He is way different there.
He is. He's smart.
His mama just left the Democratic Party and joined the Republican Party.
I saw that.
Really?
His mom switching sides.
Is that that's like California where you declare what party you're? I mean,
I think
which gender you are and everything.
Well, no,
else
I mean,
California.
some states you register as Republican or Democrat or whatever.
Kind of like Mississippi.
Well, Mississippi, you just go to a different table, but you don't. But you can switch back and forth. I don't know. Somebody's smarter
But if
than
you
me
vote
can
in the
explain
primary one where you've got to vote.
Yeah, if you vote in the primary.
And there's a runoff.
Yes, that's how
Then
it
you
works.
have to. You cannot switch parties to vote in a different different.
Just because I will never forget the debate that I watched a few years ago with Megyn Kelly as she asked Trump about what he had said about only Rosie O'Donnell. Y'all remember him saying that? Mm-hmm. They say that she is very distraught at this point of the thought of Donald getting back in office, and her life is not good right now for the next few days.
She's threatening to leave?
Yeah, I was going to say maybe she'll leave.
Have we had a lot of people saying that this time?
I just wish they'd keep their word.
They ought to be held to their word, yeah.
Yeah. So that kind of wraps up what's gone on in our area over the last 24 hours. Now, again, let me stress this before we close on this. We have put out that to be very cautious last night of possibility of some retaliation in the area. The rain, I think, kept everybody kind of calm.
Got their powder wet.
Yes, sir. The next few days throughout this weekend, I want every single one of you to watch what you do, where you go, pay attention. We don't want anyone hurt. There's been a lot of crime, and we do think that more could follow this weekend. I don't want anyone hurt. I want you to be cautious, be careful in your travels at night, and it can happen during the day. Just be aware of your surroundings no matter where you go. If you see something that does not look right, you go, something's fixing to happen, call someone. And look at it as you're trying to save someone's life. I want you to look at it that way. I don't want you to look at it as I'm a tattletale. No, it's helping someone is the way I'm wording that. That's the best I know to say that. Greg, I think with everything that went on, we didn't keep track of birthdays today, did we?
I apologize. I'm on the wrong side of the room.
He doesn't keep our comments up over here, so we don't know what y'all are saying to us half the time.
Oops.
Yeah, so
I do know one birthday that we need to say a big one to. Teresa Cranmore out at Squealer's Barbecue having her big birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Happy
I
birthday.
ate lunch with them yesterday.
Yes, sure
didn't we?
did.
Sure did.
Got good wings.
I want to remind everyone, Long Creek tomorrow, they got the car show. Gonna have some good food. Go by and check them out. See what's going on with them. Support your local volunteer fire department.
Right.
Now let me rephrase that. Support any volunteer fire department. These men and women, they give a lot of time, a lot of themselves, a lot of their family time.
Yes.
To try to help protect us. So go out and support them. Go by and get even if you don't want it, go by and get a hamburger.
Even if you don't want it,
Yeah.
you can just drop off the money.
There's several other events that are going to be out, and we're going to try to hit them all.
People selling something that's
That's right. The moose. Go by and see Patrick Kirby and them at the Moose Lodge. They cooking hogs all night tonight.
Now, he didn't know what time to get there.
How much?
He thought it was between 10 and 11, and he thought the plates were $12. And anyhow, that'll be a good time, good food. Again, they do a lot of good in the community. It seems like there's something else.
There
and
is.
There's a car show downtown
Jimmy
at
Rogers.
City Hall.
Oh yeah.
Run into Hunter Morgan yesterday, and they're working on some things too. Go out and support them. It's a good day. I mean, don't say there ain't nothing to do.
Yeah, we had us an impromptu meeting of the minds in the middle of the street there,
that's
didn't we?
real scary.
We draw a crowd.
How many
Thank
of y'all did y'all have to
We
get
kind of filled
together
up
to
the
get a
entire
full one?
parking lot,
That's
didn't we?
exactly
Yeah,
right.
okay.
Down at the gas and go, you couldn't miss a second.
Gas
The
and go
mine.
in the fireman's corner. It's under new ownership.
Yeah.
Nice, clean. Pay at the pump. New gas pumps, and we had one of the judges, one of our local famous judges.
Oh, yeah, he was
stop
all
by
up in
and
there.
talk to us, and
Who?
Still wearing his robe, had his gavel on his dash, was ready to make a decision.
oh yeah.
This is why people don't believe y'all.
Well, that's the truth.
I went in, and I'm gonna post the pictures today because I didn't get. I went over during that meeting because I couldn't help but somebody dragging something. I thought, what in the?
He goes across the street to help the
fireman.
Anyhow.
I felt sorry for him. He was dragging a tire. I thought it was hung on him.
They
He was
were
actually trying to work. He was
exercising.
exercising.
Did you really?
Yeah. I went over and captured the Kodak moment. We're gonna share
He
that.
hasn't seen exercise in so long. He didn't know what it looked like.
That's
Well,
about
it
it.
scared me. I got behind something. I didn't want to get none on me.
Alan, let me ask this. As you get ready to pull that microphone a little bit closer to you, because I want everybody to hear you good on this. Y'all got a lot of things going on down at the store. What is the deal of the day? What is it that you got going on at Meridian Cycles? What is it?
I would say the deal of the day is we have $1,000 rebates on Polaris four-wheelers, and that's not all, folks. We're going to give you a free winch as well. So that is really, if you're looking for a four-wheeler to hunt on or just to have fun on, that rhymed. That is really the deal of the day.
So you get a free winch.
Get a free winch and $1,000 off and a free cup of coffee.
A free what?
If you want it. A free winch. That
She's been called that before, I think.
you know.
Greg's already got one of them.
The great thing about these winches is they have a remote
You can turn them
controller. Yeah, they have a remote controller so that you can control every aspect of your winch.
Tell me more.
Hey, but the holidays is right around the corner. Y'all getting inventory in every day.
We are. Now, I will tell you this. Our CF Moto brand that we brought in is doing wonderful. However, we are running short on CF Moto inventory. So,
Get them while they're hot.
get them while they're hot. That's exactly right. But yes, we have $1,500 rebates on Can-Am Defenders, $750 rebates on Can-Am four-wheelers, $1,000 rebates on our Sportsman, Polaris, and of course we have our staple products, Honda and Suzuki as well.
Hey, we're
Something for everybody.
2-3 weeks from deer season.
Yes.
Yeah, they'll take care of you. Now I'm telling you. Go
I want to
see
bring
them.
this up. There was another threat made in the Meridian area towards us to the
you?
northwest, and it's on a soft lockdown today. The police are all on top of this, and they're making sure that kids are safe. We just want to reemphasize that, and I like to keep everybody up to date with what we got when it comes to things of that nature. We are, I guess, out of time.
Thank goodness.
Are you coming back next week?
I really don't know. Let me look.
She's got to check that.
I really do.
Work
I live-
one off three. Work one off three.
I should be here.
We thought that she'd go try her shirt on during a commercial break, but no.
That's what you get for thinking.
I was gonna
I don't
ask
have on.
you
I gotta have on the
something.
right. I
You
didn't.
didn't.
You got. It didn't just one piece. Yeah, Scotty Ray, you don't understand.
Greg, anything that we've missed that
yeah, I
we
should be
hadn't
here.
covered this morning?
All I ask people, go out and enjoy the weekend. Be nice to each other. Be patient. Be kind. Be good.
If you aren't going to be in town, or you got a lot going on and you're not going to be able to get to the polls 7 to 7 on Tuesday, you can go see Miss Donna Jill today until 5 p.m. She's still at the old courthouse, or you can go tomorrow from 8 to noon. You walk in there with your ID. I went with my daughter recently. It takes less than 5 minutes, so there's no reason not to vote.
Go vote. And hey, be in prayer about Tuesday's election. Pray for our country.
Yeah, it needs it.
Pray for our elections. Whichever way you go vote.
And y'all think about these
pray
election
about it.
commissioners. It's a lot of work, poll workers, and it's a big operation they've got to put in place for one day. And so y'all be nice to them.
All right. Remember one thing, as always, as we get ready to leave, good Lord up above kind of makes this all kind of happen there.
That's exactly
Be kind to one
right.
another, love each other, and do it in His name.
Amen. Y'all
All right.
have a wonderful weekend.
we'll see you come Monday.